Woo-hoo-wee! The Sabre 10 308 fluted barrel coming up next. Let's talk about it. Oh, yeah! Get some! Look out!
Get down now! Watch out! They're coming on fast!
It didn't lock back on that last round, but it is 25 degrees out here. You guys have seen the M110, everybody calls it a clone of the Knights Armament Corporation's M25. Hey, look, it ain't no clone. That doesn't mean it is not a great rifle and possibly the best value in 308 and 6.5 semi-auto on the market. Let's talk about it. All right, range fans, we're back on the 100-yard line with the Sabre 10. Now, I know I'm going to get some hate down in the comments, and that's okay. I'll do my best to try to answer all of the questions that I possibly can. But if you want to see, and if you came here to see what this thing is made up on, there is hundreds, if not thousands, of videos out there on YouTube on this particular platform for the M110 clone-ish. Some of the reasons I call it a M110 clone-ish is one of the things that, I don't know, that gets talked about quite a bit that makes it clone-ish. Again, not built to the Knights armament spec. At least for me, one of the biggest things for me is also the charging handle is not quite up to spec, meaning it doesn't meet Knights armament spec. But this charging handle from Radiant is fantastic. Don't let the cost of this thing deter you from buying one. And also the Knights Armament Chrome Bolt has 3 vent holes instead of 2. There's some other little nuances, but I mean, look at this thing. If you look at it from afar and saw this thing next to a Knights Armament, you'd say, wow, really, really close. Again, looks like not quite clone. But what we're gonna do today is, like I told you, we have, oh yeah, we've got some PPU matchline ammunition, 308, 168 grain. I haven't had great luck with it, but we're gonna see what it does out of the 3 different magazines. The DPMS magazine coming up first. Now, it is a 4-round magazine. So I gotta load one, make sure it's on safe, take the magazine back out, put the 5th round in. The other 2 are 20-round magazines, and we'll go from there. Yes, I am not shooting off the bipod. Yes, I absolutely love my ransom rest. What I want to do is utilize accuracy to determine if it's great value. There's many more qualities. This thing is fully ambidextrous. The attention to detail is fantastic on this thing. They shave down the safety latch on the right side so it doesn't rub your finger more so than the left side. It's, again, ambi controls. It's got the forward assist. Not really needed on the AR platform, but that's a discussion for another day. And this one does have the brass deflector on it. I'm shooting off of the ransom rest because of accuracy. I want to try to get the best accuracy I can out of this specific platform at 100 yards and see how we do. Let's get this done. We got 3 magazines loaded up with PPU. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, my glass is fogging up, folks. My peeper's fogging up. Oh, it shot high, didn't it, first shot? And there's the first 5 shots. The bolt did lock back. Off to a good start. Now we're going to go to the standard magazine that comes with it. It's a Duramag from C Products Defense 20-round magazine. A lot of negative press about these mags with this particular platform. I actually think it's the coating, because what I have noticed, if you try to slingshot the first round, it'll get hung up. If you just let the bolt go home, most times it doesn't get hung up. So let's see. And we will measure these groups. The first group down there, we'll measure that thing, post it over at dayattherange.com. This is a 1 in 10 twist fluted barrel. It rode home that time. All right. Here we go. Is it going to shoot that far right? Looks like it is, isn't it? Man, it is really shooting right. So I'm going to make a scope adjustment on this Palmetto Arms. By the way, fantastic scope, and maybe we'll do a complete review on this thing. If you want to see it, comment down below, and we'll get a full review out if you want to. So let's make, all right, we made a slight adjustment there. Notice, lock back on those 5 rounds. Now we got 5 rounds in the IMI Defense 20-round polymer magazine with the rubber bumper. I love these magazines, folks. They are quality. Made a slight adjustment. See if I can wring out a tad bit more accuracy from PPU. Whoa. Look at that. That thing started to come back to the center a little bit, didn't it? That's interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. But it locked back. We'll put the measurement of the groups over at dayattherange.com. Let's reset the camera down range, and grab that Norma Golden. I hope it rings out better accuracy. And let's see how she does. Let's go. All range fans, we back at it. We got that Norma Golden Target, 168 grain, 308 pills, loaded up in each of the magazines. The first one up out of the box is the DPMS magazine. Yes, really nice fit here. We're going to see how accuracy does, just like we did with the first PPU ammunition, how it does in each magazine, and then we're going to take the last 5 rounds from each box and put it in the AR-10 that moi built, and we'll see how they compare. Here, look, one of the reasons, again, I'm doing this is to see if PSA, Palmetto State Armory, has changed the magazines. There's been so many complaints over the years, last couple of years, about the magazines. What I noticed about the magazine that folks are having problems with, it had green and orange followers. The mags that came with mine have black followers. I don't know if there's any difference. I've not seen any of the other ones firsthand to take any measurements or anything of that nature, but I'll keep bringing the content to you as long as you like it. And we'll see how this thing does over time with the Duramag magazines and the Black Follower. Here we go. All right, let's go, big fella. Ooh, it's 25 degrees out here, people. Old trigger finger stiffening up. Uh-oh. Earplug coming out. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's way out there. To the left. Goes to show you how each ammunition performs differently. Not too shabby. Lock back on the last round. And, boy, that one's way high, way out there. Oh, no, that's pretty shabby. Hey, now, as it pertains to the accuracy of this thing, this barrel's not broke in. You've seen the first rounds here fired. First rounds ever put through it was the 147 grain PMC in the opening, where I was kind of wrapping them off of the Magpul bipod up there. First rounds put through this thing. So not quite broke in. I did clean it before bringing it out just to make sure. What else should I tell you about it? You've seen it before. Let's go. Lock back on the last round. Hey, you'll know the differences in the groups and the magazines. I don't think the magazines make any difference in the group. We're testing reliability and accuracy. But you'll know the difference in the groups if you go over to dayattherange.com, because I'll get a picture of each mag, each 5-round group, and post them over there. Last 5-round group out of this thing. Ooh, it's cold out here then. Man, get my butt home in the warmth. And there you have it. Last 5 rounds out of the IMI Defense magazine there. The Sabre 10. 2 different boxes of ammunition, 2 manufacturers, 3 different magazines. Reliable. Has proven to be very reliable. We need to work on the accuracy. Maybe we'll come out with some reloads next and really ring this thing at accuracy at 100 yards. But then, it's 2024, folks. One of the other reasons I got this with this beautiful primary arm scope sitting on top, 5 to 25, is I want to try to take this thing out to 600, 800 yards in 308. We're going to do a little bit more long distance shooting this year on this channel. Rimfire and the Rimfire challenges, it ain't going nowhere. As a matter of fact, stay tuned. We got one in the queue. The first challenge for 2024 and Rimfire. But for now, we're testing out reliability, accuracy of the Sabre 10. Is this, in your humble opinion? Comment down below. Hit that subscribe button so you know when we post more Sabre 10 videos is this the best value for a 308 semi-auto? Now, let's break out that home built, moi built. Put together the lower, chose the barrel. It's a pencil barrel, thinner than this one. This barrel's fluted, by the way. And let's compare the reliability and accuracy with these last 5 rounds that we have. Let's go. Range fans, this is my own contraption of an AR-10. And by the way, with a Palmetto State Armory lower on it. You see the mag pull? Oh, what the heck. I hate going through those specifications because there's just so much out there. And I don't know. I don't know if they bore me to death or what. But anyways, you can go over to dayattherange.com and look up Palmetto State Armory in the search bar. It'll bring this particular rifle up, and you can see all the specs. You can see other groups with other ammunition. But today, we're comparing it against the Sabre 10. Another reason this is a good comparison. The Sabre 10, again, you guys tell me down in the comments. It is, or is it, the best value for 308 AR-10 on the market? Many say, hey, you know what? Especially many of us that run in this culture, say build your own. You can build your own, get better quality components, and have something that'll shoot better. I don't know if that's true or not after seeing the Sabre 10. And by the way, it is said by spec that thing should hold 1 MOA to 1.2, I think 1.5 MOA, I believe it is what most other more knowledgeable, I'll use that with quotes, gun tubers out there say, hey, that's what it's supposed to do. 1 MOA to 1.2 MOA. Well, I think it was about 1.2 to 1.5 MOA for me today out of the PPU ammunition and the normal golden target. We'll try it next time with some reloads. But we have the IMI magazine loaded up with the last 5 rounds of the PPU, and we're going to see how this thing compares. Will it shoot better? Will it or won't it? Tell me down below. You know, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit right here until you guys start commenting down below and tell me what you think. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let's see what this thing will do. Take this thing off safe. I'm going to shoot at that middle target. Here we go. Oh, shoot high. Oh, that PPU didn't do me too good today. But you know what? Lock back after the last round went off. We're going to get now the 4-round DPMS magazine. This is the one I usually use. It's short. I can use it off of the bench, which is why I do have it this way. I have, by the way, taken my own reloads. You can see that over at dayattherange.com. 168 grain pill with Varget loads. I have taken my own reloads out of this rifle. 20-inch barrel, just like the Sabre 10. 1 in 10 twist, just like the Sabre 10. Just not fluted and a little bit thinner profile. 168 grain pill with Varget at 800 yards. One right after the other on a 12-inch plate. Let's see. All right, 100 yards, 5-round group, earplugs in good. Norma, golden target. All right, I got one way up high, but you know, that's not too bad. with factory ammunition, and that was the normal golden target. And it did lock back. I don't know. What do you think? You guys tell me. Is the Sabre 10 the best value? Let's all chime in to Palmetto State Armory. Maybe, hold on, maybe we won't. Because if they know what we truly think about it, maybe they'll start jacking the price. Nah, they wouldn't do that. But Palmetto State Armory, I do believe in the Sabre 10. I've had what I'm going to call good luck, not great luck with the standard Duramax magazine so far, but I've had great luck with aftermarket magazines like the IMI Defense and also the DPMS mag so far. Hey folks, we're gonna start shooting some long range with 308. Long range, 600, 800, possibly even 1,000 yards. We're still gonna keep the rimfire videos coming, and we have a challenge coming up. Also, if you wanna get ahead of the challenge before I post the video, I have a mailing list. You can email me, Mr. Revolver Guy, at dayattherange.com, and I typically send the target out a day prior to me actually posting the challenge video. So if you want to get ahead of it, maybe get some practice in a day or so early, email me, I'll add you to the mailing list, and you'll start to get the targets. That way you don't have to go through downloading them on the website for those that might not know how to do it and might find it easier to have it delivered to you. Mr. Revolver Guy, Sabre 10, I do believe it is the best value 308 AR-10 on the market today. Way to go, Palmetto State Armory. Let's go home and get out this cold.